Hey everybody on YouTube, it's Kal-El with the PoBoySpecial channel, and we are back again at Scotties Gun Works, and as you can see there's his phone number and everything else, and we're over here to check out something really cool. So I'm going to switch over to Scotty and let him explain to you what's going on. Hi again, Scotty. How you doing tonight?
I'm doing pretty good.
Alright. So what do we have down here?
We have a Heritage Arms 22 revolver. It's a single action.
So that's one of the Rough Riders, right?
Yes, sir, it is. One of the Rough Rider 22s.
Alright.
Little target revolver, single action. And what we're going to do to it is we're going to drill and tap it right up here and put a little base on it.
Okay, what this little base?
Yes, sir. We're going to put this base right here on it.
Okay, let's drop that down there so they can actually see what it is, because they can't see it in your hand. But
we're going to drill and tap it. We're going to mount the base right there.
Okay, put the base down for a second so they can see it. So what is that base?
It is a Weaver base.
A Weaver base, huh?
Yes.
That's going to go right up on top. And what are you going to do with that?
Well, what we're going to do after we get this base and everything all secured on there, we're going to take and we're going to mount a red dot on it. This would be a TRS 25 red dot. That's
the Bushnell TRS 25.
Yes, sir.
Alright.
And it'll go right up there. After we're all done mounting the base on it.
Now I got to admit, folks, this is my firearm. This is my red dot. This is my gunsmith. I know what's going on. And Scotty's about to ask me why I want to do this.
Yeah, why do you want to do this? That's a good question.
My little 9-year-old loves to shoot, but the problem is that she's right-handed and left eye dominant.
Gotcha.
So she literally goes cross-eyed when she goes to shoot using iron sights. Well, right now at 9 years old, she doesn't have the passion for shooting to overcome this difficulty that she's got.
Right.
So what I'm trying to build in her is a passion for the sport, so that she will, that passion will overcome her left eye, right hand dominant issue. So that's why we're doing this.
Okay, that sounds like a pretty good enough reason.
Hey folks, now before we step back to the drill press, Scotty just was trying to find out, how far back to put the base for the red dot, and he just asked me some very good questions. And Scotty, can you walk us through that process that we just went through on this?
Yes, what we're doing is we're just going to make sure that there's plenty of clearance, for the thumb, because we don't want the thumb, hitting the base. If we put it back there, obviously it's going to probably hit it, especially, with a child shooting this gun. So what we want to do is we want to kind of put it about middle waist, which will be about right in that area. Therefore, it'll set about right there, and that way we've got plenty of clearance for the hammer there, and it should work out real good right there.
So Scotty, what are you about to do right now?
Well, right now I'm going to center this up and put a little indention on this right here. About middle ways of that groove right there. And what that's going to do, that's going to enable me to drill the hole and tap it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to drill and tap one hole, and I'm going to put that on there, and then I'm going to center that up right there, and then I'm going to drill and tap that right there. That right there will enable me to make sure that right there is perfectly in sequence.
Okay, that makes sense. Thank you. So hey folks, we're over here at the drill press right now. As you can see, we're right here at the drill press. And so Scotty, what are you doing right now?
Right now what we're going to do is we're going to use this special bit we've got here, to ensure that the drill bit that we're going to use to drill for the hole that's got to be tapped doesn't walk.
Okay. I'm just going to move the camera out of the way a little bit and get the best angle I can. Alright.
Now what we'll do is we'll take and we'll remove this particular bit right here. And we'll put the bit in that we're going to use to thread the hole for the base.
Wow, I wish I had Taff Mouse's high-speed camera right now. That would be really cool.
Now what I like to do is, I don't like to go clean through if I can help it.
Okay.
In this particular case right here, we didn't go clean through. We still got a little bit of metal there.
All right.
That way, you know, we've got a nice...
saves integrity, right?
Exactly.
Okay,
yeah,
excellent.
That way, you know, if you ever want to take that off and plug that up, you'll just have two little plugs there, you know.
Now, you made this look really easy. Why would I pay anybody like you to do this for somebody like me for me?
Well, what we do here is what you're paying me to do. You're paying me to be the gambler. In other words, if I mess it up, then I buy you a new gun. That's what it all boils down to. So that's what gunsmiths are. We're just gamblers. We make sure that all the odds are on our side, you know.
Yeah, and folks, I mean, he leveled it out before we ever put the drill to it. He leveled it out. He did a lot. He did 15-20 minutes worth of work on the gun before we ever showed this.
So now what we're going to do is we replace the bit with our tap. The tap that we're going to use obviously to thread the hole. And what I always do is I always use the drill press itself as the guide. That way we're sure to get it good and straight, you know.
All right.
And so what that will consist of is put a little magic tap oil here on it. You just want to make sure you don't cut your drill press on at this point. Just kind of put down there and just kind of turn the chuck. All right, now I'm already down there, done bottomed out.
All right.
Simply unscrew it. There we go. There's our first hole drilled and tapped.
All right. So Scotty, what are you fixing to do now?
Well, I'm not really satisfied with the screws that came with this base. I'm going to go with some longer screws to make sure we got a good hold on that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get over here to my little screw kit here, and I'm going to pull out the ones we need for it, which is a 6/48.
All right.
No problem.
So we're looking for the Goldilocks length, right?
Exactly, yeah.
Not too hot, not too cold, but just right.
We'll make it just right.
Okay.
I'll walk over here, you know, kind of give it a test run. Okay, probably gonna have to trim that down just a little bit. At least we got a really good bite on it. And we've used up all our thread space in there, and we'll drill the other one here after we get this in here secured, and that'll ensure that we'll have it nice and straight.
Excellent. So what are you doing now?
Well, now what I'm doing is I'm custom fitting the screws to the holes I just drilled.
All right.
So what I'm going to do is I've got a little fixture here fixed up, you know, got screwed in there, and I'm going to take just a little bit off. So while that's done.
Oh, cool. Fireworks. 4th of July, guys.
Yeah.
So Scotty, where are we now?
Well, now we're finished with what we were doing. Here's the finished product right here. We've got the red dot mounted on there, four-sided it.
Go ahead and lift that up for me so they can
yes, sir. Everything on it is in good working order.
Oh man, look at that. There's plenty of room for the thumb. Yeah. So the exercise we went through in the very beginning of it to make sure that it was in good shape. That looks perfect size for that gun.
Yeah, exactly. You know, for a gun with a single action revolver with a red dot on it, you know, I don't think it's too bad at all. It fits real good. Seems to be well balanced. Should be very serviceable.
All right. So Scotty, that was awesome. You made it look easy. Of course it wasn't, but you made it look very easy. If somebody else out there, I know I'm not the only person that would like to have a red dot on the revolvers. I know I'm getting older, and my little girl needs something to help her out as well. If somebody else has one of these things and they would like to ship it to you, how can we take care of that?
It'd be best to give me a call first. That way I can go ahead and walk them through the process and tell them what they need to do.
All right, so this is right over Scotty's shoulder. As you can see, you can kind of see the red dot through there. Oh yeah, that's on level 11, so that's really bright. That's almost so bright it hurts your eyes, see that thing. The TRS-25 is one of my favorite little red dot scopes. It's just a really super bright, has a lot of good features to it, and you can see a lot of videos on that. Alright, this is beautiful. Thank you, Scotty. You saw it here on the PoBoySpecial channel.